Hey guys, James here from TCGU University, coming back at you with another deck profile. Today I'm going to be showing you a deck on Kyoka Jiro from My Hero. This is a My Hero only format deck, so there's no extra cards from standard or anything like that. It's a 6-hand size, 27 vitality character. She has Air, All, and Good, and 3 abilities. Enhance, once per turn, you can look at the top 2 cards of both players' decks and put them in any order you want. Respond after your charge attack. After you play a charge attack, it gets +1 speed. +1 damage for every, sorry, I had to mix up. +1 damage for every card in your card pool. And then after you play a weapon card, it gets +1 speed for every card in your card pool. The ability is very strong. I'm going to be tooling around with a bunch of fun little weird decks you can play around with that ability. The deck we're building this time is a flash-based deck. We're building more around flash than we are anything else. Flash just limits your opponent's interaction on your turn, which just kind of helps you push a little bit. So let's get into it. First card we'll talk about is Earphone Jack. We're playing 4 of it just because we want to make sure we get it. It is unique, so like once we get it, we kind of have to like get rid of other things once we have it. But basically, respond after you play an attack. Your opponent mills 1 card, and if this attack's a charge attack, it gets +1 speed. The other ability is respond, commit after your attack deals damage. Ready 1 foundation that has not been ready this combat phase. There's both very good abilities. Being able to mill for just +1 speed is very, very good, especially since it's a response and not an enhance, which means as a flash deck, it works very well. Since I said we're playing a flash deck, I'll explain some of the flash cards. We're playing 4 specialized sound waves. So this is a little high, sorry. 4 specialized sound waves. It is a charge flash range, so it only gets the damage off of Kyoka. It only gets the damage off Jiro. It's a 3 diff, which is very, very good. It's a 4 high for 3. Respond after you play this card, draw a card, and then respond, discard momentum after you play this card. Add 2 cards from either player's card discard pile to the top of their deck. If you have momentum, you can always just get rid of the momentum to get the ability to stack certain cards to draw, which is very, very good. Late game, you're allowed to do very, very cool long combos. And then we're playing 4 Amplified Sound Blast. It's a 4 low for 4 charge flash. Since it's a charge, it'll get the damage again. Enhance momentum, you get to flip, and then your next charge or weapon attack gets +2. It gets -2 difficulty. If it's add to momentum, it gets add face up. And then deadlock ability of after you play it, draw 2 cards. Deadlock is very good. I will almost never use momentum ability because it's a flash-based style deck, the best we can. And then we're playing 3 Delaware Smash. This is a Midoriya card. It's just a flash punch. Doesn't get anything from Jiro. But if you play it early in the combo, it still adds to Jiro's count for later, so that it just makes other things bigger. And being a 4 mid for 6 flash, where your opponent doesn't get to interact, can either absorb blocks that'll let others push through later, or just give a free 6 damage that your opponent just doesn't want to block, so they expect something later in general. So you can just deal 6 because they think something else will come later that they'll have to deal with Jiro, and then you can just like leave it alone there, have momentum, use it for later, stuff like that. Now we get into the other cards that aren't flash. We're playing 4 Unwavering Slash. This card's just really good in general. It's a 4 mid for 4 charge and weapon, so it gets both the stats from Jiro. Enhance, discard 1 card, build 1 asset from your discard pile face up into your staging area. This allows us, if we don't have it already, to get Earphone Jack. If we're playing cool long combos and we've already used one, get another Earphone Jack out, what have you. And then enhance, if you have 1 or more assets, you can ready a foundation has not been readied, and then draw a card. So you get to +1 as well, which is very, very strong. Just being able to ready things in a long turn combo, like the way this deck's trying to play Jiro, is very, very strong. And then the better attack at the end of any of our chains is 3 Improvised Blade. It's a combo with any charge, which I believe everything's a charge outside of the punch. Combo enhance, this attack gets +1 damage for each card in our card pool, and then I'll get +X speed equal to every card in the card pool from the bottom of the response. And then deadlock, this attack gets speed, which means it gets double speed, and deadlock, which means it pushes very hard. Other than that, it doesn't do a whole lot. Okay, on to our foundations. One of the best defensive pieces in the game right now. You're so obvious. Basically, just destroy to either return to permanent speed or return to permanent damage. If it's a punch, it'll get +X speed or +2 speed or +2 damage. But mainly, you're trying to reset certain stats to make sure you don't die. And the cool stats you're trying to reset, like Recipro and stuff, aren't punches, so you don't have to worry about them. The other better card in the format for defense is Specialist of Sound. If you guys ever played the older sets and you played Dust for Dust, this card is just Dust for Dust, just as good. Just as good, but like slightly not as good. Commit after opponent plays an attack. It's -3 speed. Just auto do it. No response to speed. Just do the speed 8. Get it out of the way. Then after you check this card, you also get to reveal the top card of your deck, which can be very good for setting up attack strings or draws. We're playing 3. Passing the torch to make sure we get to draw cards on defense, have good blocks, do stuff like that. We can set up our draws with Jiro, which is very, very good for us. 3 celebrity status. Like I said, we can set up our draws with Jiro, or we can set them up from our momentum in general and draw them with passing the torch, or we'll get to it, but destined for mainstream success. This card's one of the weaker cards in the set in our deck just because we're playing flashes mostly, but like being able to push that's very, very good as well. Like I said, destined for mainstream success. Enhanced flip, we name a card type. If the top card of our deck's that card type, we add it to hand. Basically says if we know what the top card of our deck is, we draw one. Which with Kyoka, with Jiro, it's very good to draw. It's very easy to draw a card. With celebrity stats, very easy to draw. 4 self-sacrifice, keeps us out of deadlock. Destroy foundation, give +1 or -1 damage. Keeps us out of deadlock, keeps us nice and safe. Sometimes you just need to push damage if you need it. Sometimes you need to neg damage to make sure you live. And then 4, it can't be fixed. Flip after any number of your cards is committed due to your after you commit any number of your cards due to your opponent's ability. Build the top card of your deck, playable while committed. This just gives us +1 and prevents stun and stuff like that. Pretty good. And then last 2, capture evildoers. I wanted to do this just in case I need the momentum stuff to get momentum, but honestly I think it's better just to have it as momentum hate versus recipro decks where they want to keep 1 momentum to be able to use their ability and just go, no, we'll get rid of your momentum, because then you can't use your ability to kill me. I think it's really neat recipro burst hate if you get to play it. We do some things with momentum sometimes, but we mainly don't always do it. If anything, I would cut this card and make it more of like a side deck card and focus more on the flash aspect, or maybe just try something else in general, like I will be trying with Jiro. But you know, you gotta get through all the ideas you have, right? So thank you for checking out the profile, guys. If you like my Jiro deck, let me know down below. Let me know what you guys like about the deck, what you don't like about the deck, how you would change the deck. Tell me what decks you would like to see in the future, characters you'd like to see in the future. And as always, guys, stay alert.